Hello everybody. Today I returned to the Acura store where I filmed a bunch of stuff, and it always usually ends up being in this row. Like, this is like the back of their lot, and there's always the coolest things ever. And I'm so glad that I'm driving my town car today. I just returned from the latest trip where I drove Chevy Spark, my bi-weekly road trip for work, and I'm back driving this thing, and man, I missed this thing. I never thought I would miss driving a car as much as I did this one. And I have it running with an AC on. It is, I know you guys can't see that on camera, but it is like 95 degrees today. So definitely don't want to get into the car after, you know, spending 10-15 minutes here. So anyway, so the first interesting thing is this Acura MDX, and not even the vehicle itself, but look at this note. Voluntary surrender, Acura Finance. So it's locked. There's nothing really interesting inside. It's just your run-of-the-mill MDX that, you know, somebody either bought or leased or whatever the case might be, and they probably couldn't afford to keep it. You know, maybe somebody lost their job, maybe it's COVID related, maybe it's, you know, death related, whatever the case might be. But I don't think I've ever seen that before. But apparently there are people who will willingly surrender the car that they bought, and they just can't afford to keep it for whatever reason, or maybe they don't want to, or maybe that's too much of a car for them. So anyway, so that's the first thing. I've never seen that before. Then I've got a bunch of these cars. A vehicle not for sale. This 2009 Murano. I am not too keen on Murano. I mean, it's a normal car. Boy, oh boy, does it smell like cigarettes and weed. And I mean, if you're gonna stick to one, just stick to one, but don't mix the two. Then it creates a really bad situation. I mean, I don't object to people smoking one substance or another, but man, you know, when I have, well, I say, I'll be lying. I say when I have to get into these cars. When I do get into these cars, smelling that stuff just makes me kind of run away. And it's interesting how kind of like the wear and tear, you know, affects it. You got the steering wheel kind of being erased. I always like this little, I think it's a Japanese touch, because I've seen it on several older Japanese vehicles where they kind of tuck the leather in, like right there. Here you can see it better this way. It's kind of interesting. It's an 09. I mean, wow. Oh God, I can only imagine what this white stain is. So yeah, that's an interesting element there. Another thing that I want to show you, and trust me, we are getting somewhere more fun. It's an Avalon. It's a newer, obviously. You know, well, you guys can't see it. So it's got leather. It doesn't have the nav system, but it does have heated seats. It's all tan. It's all dusty too. But here, what I wanted to show you is this. So you got this body style right there. It's an 07, so I used to have an 07 Camry, so that's kind of neat, I guess. Okay, bird crab doesn't count as, look, they probably stuck something here, maybe a mount for their phone, maybe for navigation, and probably as they ripped it out, they ripped it off with some of the dash material, so that sucks. Maybe it was stuck there since 2007. Too bad it's locked. It doesn't have the wood, so it doesn't have the nav or the wood, so it's not the fully loaded. Let's see what kind of trim it is. Toyota XLS, okay. Ooh, oh my God. I have not seen this. Okay. Is it a bad paint job? Because that looks like a bunch of primer right there. The gray stuff, that's primer. So I don't know if it's a bad repaint or what the heck happened there. Now look at this. All right. So anyway, all right. GMC Envoy. It's got plates. It's locked. Well, maybe not. You know what? It's stuck. Okay, you know what? I don't want to break the car. I mean, I do want to respect the property that I do not own. Yeah, it's an Envoy. Okay, let's see. What do we have in there? You do have heated seats, leather, wood. A little bit of right there. Fog lights, the headlight washers. I always like that. Although I wonder, where are the headlight washers in this thing? I see the button in there. I don't see the actual nozzles. I mean, unless it sprays somewhere from underneath, but I don't think so. All right. Yeah, I kind of like those. I mean, I like the Chevy version too. And it's interesting how the whole car is locked, yet the glass is not. So I don't know, maybe one of these doors is. Nope. So wow, you know, maybe it is a service car because it's got a bunch of papers sticking from the back seat, so maybe I shouldn't mess with it too much. All right, this is the start of the show. This is really what I wanted to get down to. Now there's that Lexus LS, but it is also locked, so can't really do much with it. But look at this. It's a Suzuki, I think it's a Aerio or a Aerio, no. Aerio. It's a Suzuki Aerio, and this one is unlocked. Out of all the vehicles here, that Murano is not that interesting, but yeah, I mean, Suzuki hasn't sold cars here in a while. I know they're still around, obviously, but check this out. Got a little alien thing here. They're all dusty, so all these cars have been here for a while. Let's see. So let's explore this unique beast right here. Okay, so it looks like a chunk of the, I don't know. No, okay, so that's probably fog light. So that's just a chunk of the bumper cover, kind of weird. It does kind of remind me of a Honda Fit, like from like an older Honda Fit. So I don't know who emulated who here. So let's explore here. Rims, I'm not sure if these are original or not. Kind of hard to tell. I don't know these cars well enough to kind of be able to talk about them. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, it does look like Honda Fit, which is not a bad looking car. So look at this, Suzuki. When was the last time you saw a Suzuki? All right, Aerio SX. So the fact that it's red and kind of big looking, and you have a chrome tip exhaust, kind of leads me to believe that this is one of the higher up trims. And the fact that it has all matching rims, you know, with some matching rust. Yeah, look at this. Suzuki roadside assistance. I wonder if you call that number these days, who are you gonna get? Police Training Institute, University of Illinois? Man, maybe a cop used to, or like a trainee, police officer trainee used to own this car. Let's see. Oil filter. Wow, it's got a, so somebody took care of this car, so that's good. It's got a bunch of these. All right, Suzuki Motor Corporation of Japan. It's a 2002. Look at that. 2002. Now, when I first, you know, when I pulled on the door handle, when I first started filming, you know, I found out it's unlocked, got all excited, but then I pressed the button to unlock all doors, and this is what I heard. Yeah, so something is off there. Also, check this out. So they must have had some sort of a door pull, some kind of combination of a handle, which is probably a version of that. And it probably ripped off, so they've devised their own, kind of probably from a suitcase or something. I mean, hey, necessity is a mother of all inventions. So check this out. Wow, I don't think I've ever been in a car of this type of car. Suzuki Aerio. So first of all, stick shift. So that's rare. I do know how to drive a stick shift. I drove a stick shift car before. I never owned a stick shift car, so I would love to maybe have an opportunity to drive one someday. Check this out. Kind of motorcycle inspired gauges. I'm sure it's all digital in there. I'll have to find a picture of the interior. Look, you got fog lights, power mirrors. You have, yep, I mean, I want to know how it used to look, or how it looks. You have original stereo. Check this out. You have CD, compact disc auto changer, control system. So there was probably a tape deck option, or maybe this was an older style before the CD. So that's cool to see. See, does it have juice? Yeah, look. It's clicking. I don't know if you guys can see that clicking there and there. All right, very simple climate control. Cruise control button is here for some reason. Although, where are the buttons to control this cruise control? I don't know. I don't see them here. They're not in the stocks. Oh, they're right here. Look, this is your cruise control. This is your cancel, and this is your resume, accelerate. Wow, that's weird. I mean, why couldn't they put them on the steering wheel, or even have like a separate buttons here? But that's I guess that's interesting. And then you have for the wipers same control. So I don't think I've ever seen that before. But then you have separate buttons here for the rear wipers. So that's interesting. You have some sort of a aftermarket contraption. Not exactly sure what that does. Okay. I don't know if this is an air freshener or something. It does smell very nice. So it doesn't smell like an old car. It doesn't smell like smoke or cigarettes or anything like that. You do have some sort of an aftermarket record remote start. Look, even got the little mirrors here. Lights. Okay, somebody swapped them in for LEDs. Okay, so this car was looked after at some point. Look at that. Man, this is rare. This is rare. Look, oh my God. We got a window sticker. Check this out. 2002 Suzuki Aerio. Oh my, wow. Now, who bothers saving their Suzuki window sticker? Oh, wow. So this car in 2002, they were $15,074. Look at that. Wow, it's so hot. I'm going to die in this Suzuki. Not a way I want to go. So, 2.0, 16 valve, 4-cylinder, 141 horsepower. Not bad. Zero maintenance timing chain. Okay, interior air conditioning, cruise control. Okay, alloy 15-inch tires, you know, rims, whatever. The only option was the $75 floor mats, which look snazzy. Look at that. There's a glove in there. Yeah. Wow. 15 grand, huh? 2632. Wow, that's rare. This thing belongs to a museum. I mean, first of all, how many of these cars are possibly out there still? And then look, somebody wrote down their tire size. And then look, Aerobid M, some sort of a medication. So Aerobid to go with your Aerio. Wow, that's cool. That's good. Seats are nice. I mean, for an economy car. I mean, look, they're two-tone type of deal. They have different materials, like a mesh material and a fuzzy material. You have blank switches here for something. You have stick shift, which is for some reason turned over to the side. Oh, there you go. Here, I can turn it the right way. Yeah, I would love to drive. I mean, either this car or someone else's stick shift. I mean, it's not bad. It is not bad at all. No sunroof or anything, but, you know, it's in good shape. You know, it's always nice to see cars that I find that are, like, old, that they're taken care of. I mean, yeah, it's a little dirty and dusty, and you have, you know, it looks like somebody took off the headrest, but the room is good. Let's see, can I get in the back here? Oh, God, it's glued. Yeah, it's a not bad looking car, and not bad space. It probably has, yeah, I can see the spare tire with a little rust, but I mean, man, these cars are good. Look, you even have something that will look like speakers back here, which is probably part of, or, I mean, maybe they're not speakers. I don't know. I can't see in there. No, this looks like a speaker. Is this? Yeah. Oh, nope. You know what? That's a not speaker. Not speaker. My bad. Not a speaker. It's your access point to your lights. It's just they looked like a circular thing, so I'm like, oh, it's got to be a speaker. And look, Suzuki fell off, or maybe somebody took it off. All right, anyway. Lexus LS 430. It is locked. I already checked, so love these cars. Even the older ones, looks like this one has some sort of a seat cover, because normal seats don't look like this. And, you know, and this is what I'm, from all my explorations, right? Like, you see a selection of cars. Look at the cars that I'm attracted to. This, that. Maybe not the Murano, but it's just it was on lock. All these other ones, which these are probably here for service, so you guys are teaching me well, you know, not to go beast mode on people's cars. Although no, look, this one, this Freestyle 07 has a sticker, so it is probably a trade-in, although it is locked. So yeah. And then the newer stuff, just, I don't know, I'm just not too interested in. Oh, this Infinity. Also, look at this. So, it's 2004 FX45. It's also locked. I like the older Infinity style. The new one just doesn't kind of attract me. Same with the Acura. So I like the older style. I'm old at heart. All right, everybody. We'll see you next time.